They survived the deadliest prison camp on Earth. Then Stalin gave them one choice: die in the forest or die in the camp. What followed terrified even the SS. October 1946, Moscow, Lubyanka. The office smelled of expensive tobacco and old fear. Colonel Ignatiev did not look at the man standing in front of him. He was focused on the object in his hands, a German notebook, leather-bound, water-stained, pulled from the ruins of a collapsed bunker in the Bryansk forests. On the cover, barely visible beneath dried mud, a silver skull, the emblem of the SS Totenkopf division. "You are telling me," Ignatiev said calmly, "that this diary belonged to Obersturmbannführer Kurt von Richter?" "Yes, Comrade Colonel," the lieutenant replied. "His personal diary, recovered by a search unit." Ignatiev turned a page marked with red pencil. "Read." The lieutenant swallowed. "September 20th, 1942, he began. We are losing men, not in battle. In battle, there is a front line. There is an enemy you can see through a rifle sight. Here, there is no enemy. There is only forest. My soldiers, veterans of Poland and France, are afraid to leave their bunkers at night. Yesterday, a patrol found the missing signalmen. They were not shot. They were opened, carefully. They were seated at a table, their own fingers arranged like playing cards. The locals call them wolves, or worse. They are not partisans. They are not communists. They take no prisoners. They make no demands. I am beginning to believe we are not fighting men at all, but the land itself." Ignatiev closed the notebook. "Fairy tales," he muttered. Then he paused. "Lieutenant," he said quietly, "if these wolves existed, where did they come from?" "Kolyma, Siberia, January 1942. There was no color here, only white, snow, gray, sky and faces, black, barracks and souls. The temperature was -52. At this cold, spit freezes in midair. Metal burns skin like fire. Breath cuts the lungs like broken glass. A man stops being a man. He becomes a mechanism, turning thin soup into gold, until he breaks. The Moldiak mine was a death sentence. Men were sent here to disappear. Names were useless. Only numbers mattered. Prisoner number didn't matter. Once, he had been Andrei Volkov, colonel, military intelligence, decorated war hero. Now, enemy of the state, convicted under Article 58, espionage, fabricated in half an hour. The camp did not break Volkov. It froze him. Hope died first, then memory, then fear. He lived one day at a time, survive the shift, return alive, stay warm, until one night, the camp loudspeaker crackled to life. "The enemy is near Moscow," the voice said. "The country is bleeding." Volkov lay on his bunk, staring into darkness. And in the frozen void where his soul used to be, something began to burn. Not loyalty, not faith. Rage. "Hey, Colonel," a hoarse voice rasped from the neighboring bunk. It belonged to Gleb. They called him the cannibal, a massive recidivist, murderer, scarred beyond recognition. In the camp, even the informers feared him. "They say a new commandant arrived," Gleb whispered. "Raising quotas, 20%. Anyone who fails goes to the punishment cell. At -50, that's a coffin." Volkov didn't open his eyes. And that means we're all dead by spring." Gleb leaned closer. "We need to run." Volkov sat up. He looked around the barracks. 200 bodies, coughing blood, whispering prayers, staring at nothing. Escape was suicide. Staying was slow execution. Volkov chose suicide. He chose carefully. Gleb, brute force, violence without hesitation. Tungus, a Yakut hunter who could hear a mouse beneath snow. The artist, a crippled locksmith with hands made of gold. The student, a former conservatory student jailed for a joke, now a pickpocket with perfect memory and trembling fingers. 5 men, no ballast. When the blizzard came, they ran. The storm swallowed the camp. Visibility dropped to nothing. Guards fired blindly. Dogs lost the scent. The forest took them. For 3 days, the blizzard tried to kill them. They walked tied together by rope, falling, rising, bleeding. On the 4th day, they found a hunting cabin. Smoke rose from the chimney. Inside, armed men. Food, warmth. "They have rifles," the student whispered. "And we have anger," Volkov replied. The attack was fast, brutal, unclean. When it ended, Volkov held a rifle again. The sound of the bolt sliding home was music. He looked at his new army, a criminal, a killer, a thief, a student. "We are dead to the camp," Volkov said quietly. "Dead to the state. We go west, to the war." Their first ambush was deliberate. A German supply truck, no slogans, no demands, only death. Volkov dipped his fingers in blood and drew a symbol on the truck, a wolf's head. The Germans noticed. Obersturmbannführer Kurt von Richter read the report in silence. "These are not partisans," he said. "Partisans want freedom. These want blood." He ordered the forests burned. Villages died. Volkov watched from the trees and remembered Kolyma. The hunters arrived, not soldiers. Professionals, SS Jaeger units, dogs, traps, betrayal. One by one, the wolves fell. The artist died first, covering the retreat. Tungus took snipers with him from the rooftops. The student burned the archives. Gleb, the cannibal, died standing on a staircase, empty guns in his hands. When Volkov reached Richter's office, there was no ammunition left, only a knife. "You thought knives could defeat the Reich?" Richter sneered. Volkov threw the blade. It ended the war between them. He took the diary and disappeared into the river. October 1947, Lubyanka. The body was never found, the lieutenant reported. Locals say a man walks the forest, leaves flowers on burned villages. Ignatiev closed the file. "Let him walk," he said. "The forest is big." Somewhere deep in the Bryansk woods, an old man cleaned a rifle. A gray wolf sat beside him. He stared into the fire. "Sleep," he whispered. "I'll keep watch." If this story stayed with you, if the forest did not let you go, support the channel, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who understands that history is not always clean and legends are never safe. More stories are coming.